Well, hockey fans, yet another team has joined the playoff party. So let's get down to it. Who will join the Vegas Golden Knights and the Colorado Avalanche in the 2021 Stanley Cup Playoffs? None other than the Minnesota Wild. Yes, the Minnesota Wild. All they needed was a win, and they got it big time. And they are now in the Stanley Cup Playoffs, becoming the third team to clinch and the third from the West Division to get in, which means only one spot left in that West. Now, how do they get in? Well, quite a few factors led Minnesota to their seventh playoff appearance in 8 years. 8 years. That's amazing for a team that's only existed since 2000. But there's one main factor that led them there. Kirill Kaprizov. Seriously, I've said this on Twitter many times. Just put his name on the Calder Trophy already. Just put it on there. He's running unopposed. 22 goals, 19 assists, 41 points. He's leading in goals and points. He set a wild franchise record for goals scored by a rookie. So he's just leading the charge. That's amazing. Kaprizov was like a kept secret because as far as rookies went, all the attention went to the number one overall pick, Alexis Lafreniere, but he was having trouble getting it together offensively. Meanwhile, Kirill just scoring, especially on the Kings. My goodness, he just owns LA, and this is his first season. But yeah. So the Wild do have a pretty good core. Like I said, Kaprizov's leading the charge. They got players like Jordan Greenway and Kevin Fiala, who I remember from his time with the Predators. And one of my favorite hockey names, I'm gonna say this correctly with the European pronunciation, Joel Eriksson Ek. That's the correct way to say it. It's Joel. We kind of anglicize it as Joel, but it's Joel. I'm serious. It's one of my favorite names in hockey right now. And he's really kicking ass. He's doing so well. And of course, Matt Dumba and Jonas Brodin and Jared Spurgeon tearing up on defense. And they have not one but two pretty good goaltenders in the form of Kaapo Kähkönen and Cam Talbot, though Cam appears to be the lead goalie. He's got 17 wins, he's got a save percentage of .920. We gotta help him with that. I still remember that game. 50 saves as he was getting blown out by the Avalanche. 50 saves. That's a lot. That's a lot of pucks to keep out. But he did well in that effort. Oh. Where's my man? Guy Dwight Colombo. One more thing. I forgot to mention. The Minnesota power play. It's all of a sudden come to life. Because before, a few weeks ago, they couldn't score on me. I mean, it's amazing. Colombo would probably say, even my wife could stop on the power play. But, yeah, so to be serious, I remember for the whole season, Minnesota's power play was just dead. And I mean dead. Dead last all year. Then, in the last few weeks, it started to come to life. They were scoring in bunches. Now they know how to put it in the net when they have the man advantage, and that makes them pretty lethal. That's why they're up there. It's pretty close in that West Division now because Vegas is leading the way with 70 points. 70, yeah, they're the first to 70. Vegas is 70. We're stuck at 66 after that loss to the Blues, and Minnesota has 65. And this means the Avalanche kind of need to get going and win those, go on a final winning tear to pass Vegas, obviously, but obviously just stay as far away from Minnesota as possible. Because worst case scenario, we could end up facing the Wild. So, Wild are in the playoffs. Congratulations to them. There are 13 spots left overall in the playoffs. Only one left in the West. Oh my God, the West spots are getting in quickly. That's because after those three, there's a log jam full of mediocrity. I mean, people talk about the North Division. The West Division is not good. It's not, because Vegas and Colorado are the two top teams. Minnesota's good, but they're not those two. But you got Arizona, St. Louis, San Jose, LA, and I'm not going to mention the Ducks. They're irrelevant. Um, but LA still does have a shot, a little bit, but they have a shot. San Jose has a faint shot, but it's really between the Blues and Coyotes, and so it'll be the whole season in that division to see who gets that last spot. But again, Wilder in, congrats to them. And let me see the schedule, because Carolina was supposed to had a chance to clinch, but they couldn't do it. They needed a win. They needed a win. They didn't get that. They needed an overtime appearance. They did get that. They went to overtime, but they also needed Dallas to lose in regulation, and that did not happen. So Carolina has to wait again. And judging by the schedule, it does look like Carolina is not going to clinch on tomorrow. So I'll be back tomorrow to have a recap of everything that's happened the past week. So keep your eyes open.